With every single person on this episode, I encourage everyone to choose to have purpose, to choose to create a purpose, to choose to co-create purpose in their life, to make it deeply meaningful, because happiness will be a byproduct of that. And I can guarantee that.
If you want a happy life, you need to make meaning of it. You need to have some sort of purpose that you are working towards. Hey everybody, this is Bianca.
And this is Emilia.
And welcome to another episode of Evolve Ventures, where we are helping growth-minded humans evolve by breaking one limiting belief at a time. We hope you enjoyed the latest episode, number 176, Your Self-Talk Needs Some Work. For today, Motivation Monday 177, are you actually happy? I'm really excited for this one because, in all honesty, when I talk to people, most people's answer is no. They're not happy. And I'm not happy that we're doing this episode because people are unhappy. I'm happy we're doing this episode.
Quality clarification.
Yeah, quality clarification. I'm happy we're doing this episode because I think this is a really beautiful step in the direction of people becoming happier in their lives. The world needs it so much. We need happier, fulfilled, more joyful people. And in today's episode, really quick, we're going to dive into why most people aren't happy and what are some ways that you can overcome that. So, my friend Emilia over here has a little story she's going to tell us.
Oh my goodness.
To get us started.
Let's get into it. So I was telling Bianca earlier today, I was having a coaching call, which was so incredible. And I'm so grateful that I get to do what I do with humans. And they open up their hearts to me and they're vulnerable and they're amazing. If you listen to this, you'll know who you are. But I'm going to keep it anonymous for all my G's out there. But here's the thing. We were on the conversation and I was so proud of this client because he got himself admitting and recognizing that the pattern between how he felt about himself and how much purpose he had, there was a direct correlation. So when he felt like crap, when he was down, when he was in the dumps, when he wasn't feeling good about the world, about himself, his body, like everything in his life that he cared about, right? He realized that was because he was lacking in purpose. And it wasn't a lacking because his life doesn't already inherently have purpose. But because it wasn't that he was addressing that meaning and assigning it back to him. So he's a father. What I mean by this, he's a father and he's a husband. And those roles are roles that he naturally, that's his role, right? But it's the meaning of being the best father that he wants to be, being the best husband that he wants to be, that he started to take inwardly and start to really adopt as his purpose. And he's found that the more that he takes that meaning, not just the role, but the purpose of that, what that journey requires of being the best dad he can be, being the best husband he can be, being the best human he can be, right? As he takes that pursuit, that purpose is what has attributed to feelings of happiness, of fulfillment, of joy. And he's noticed there's a huge difference when he's not assigning that meaning to himself. And I know he's not alone in this. When people do not have purpose, and I know this from like a nerdy standpoint. So happy Monday, y'all. The nerd is coming in.
Oh, right? Shit.
I know, not only from a feels standpoint, when I am happy, right? I really peel way back all the things, right? You can burn my house down and I will be so happy and fulfilled because I have purpose. I will rebuild. I will build towards something. It's in that purpose and assigning that meaning that this is my purpose that keeps me going, that keeps me happy. And I know there's so many other clients out there that experience that. Without purpose, they struggle to be happy. They struggle to feel fulfilled. All the little things that are trivial in life become so much bigger. It's so much easier to accept the drama in life and to seek that out. Those are the people that struggle. You know, they never have good luck, right? It's all like the woe is me. Those are some of the people that experience that because they're not looking at the purpose that's deeply built within each and every single one of them. I'm a believer that everyone has purpose. Everyone can assign purpose to them and they can take that forward as a role or they won't. And the contrast is so big between each and every single purpose or every single person that has purpose versus those that don't, right? Your decision-making paradigm changes if you want to be the best dad that you can be, right? Versus being just a dad. Look at just even in the contrast of that, being the best husband you can be versus just being a husband, right? Those are so, so different. So the nerd part of me will actually tell you that having purpose, that actually helps the brain. There's a thing called atrophy. When you don't have purpose, your brain atrophies, meaning your brain capabilities, they actually start to degrade. Think of like a plant that doesn't get water. It eventually dies, right? The brain is the organ that enables us to feel joy, that creates emotion, that makes us feel happiness. And if we're not using it, meaning if we're not instilling a sense of purpose in our life, happiness, like I said in one of the episodes, it's going to be like sand that will slip through your fingers. It's going to be something that's unobtainable. And it's going to be something when someone asks you the question, are you actually happy? Something that you're going to say no to. So with every single person on this episode, I encourage everyone to choose to have purpose, to choose to create a purpose, to choose to co-create purpose in their life, to make it deeply meaningful, because happiness will be a byproduct of that. And I can guarantee that. Though it might be hard, challenging, whatever, if you're seeking happiness, that's going to be a challenge. If you're seeking fulfillment and purpose, happiness will come.
For someone who has like depression, right? Like clinical depression or PTSD or any diagnosis, disorder, whatever, the very first thing that we do, that I will do with my clients, is I will help them to create a meaningful life on their terms. We talk about it. That's the first thing that we do. What would a meaningful life look like for you? What would a life on your terms? What would that look like? What would that feel like? What would that be like? Because when you can assign meaning, when you can create meaning and purpose, it is that thing that's going to allow you to go forward and to take action and to change the limiting beliefs and to work through the negative automatic thoughts, like in the last episode that we did, that self-talk, or change the things in your life that need to change, or take the risk, or do whatever it is, right? But it's having a sense of my life matters. I'm doing something that matters. Whether it's work or a hobby or being a parent or being a partner or whatever, right? Whatever that thing is for you, it's in that you find happiness. It's in that you feel like your life has meaning and it matters. And that is what creates happiness. So, happy Motivation Monday. Everybody, we hope this episode was helpful for you. The takeaway from this, if you want a happy life, you need to make meaning of it. You need to have some sort of purpose that you are working towards. And that's really hard for a lot of people to do because they're like, I don't have meaning. My life doesn't have purpose. I don't have any of that. Emilia and I can help you to do that. We've helped hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people at this point combined in being able to do this. Spent thousands of hours doing this, studied all of the, research and science and whatever that actually helps people to do this. And it works. It works. I've seen people, one of my first clients, I don't think I've ever talked about this. One of the first clients that I ever had, it's my first time ever being a clinician. And this person had just gotten out of a 25-year prison sentence for arson and for all of these other things because he had a severe trauma history that led him to not know how to handle it. And so he ended up trying to deal with his emotions by setting fires to buildings, right? Hello, welcome to therapy. Here you go. Have fun with that. And by the end of the time that he and I were working together, he defined his purpose as helping youth so that they never have to experience what he experienced, so that he can be a mentor and a guide and help people overcome the things that he had to go through so they don't end up doing what he did.
Yeah.
So if we can help people like that, we sure as hell can help you. And it is possible.
Wow. I love that, B. What's your episode suggestion?
My episode suggestion is 36, The Power of Courage. I love that episode.
Such a goodie.
It is
well listened to too. Alrighty, y'all. I had such a great takeaway that I felt was great for you on this Monday, but it has slipped my mind. She'll come back right after this, no doubt. But what I would say is, are you actually happy? Only you can say yes or no to that. And only you can determine what, quote unquote, makes you happy. Oh, she came back. So I just started art again. And really what we're talking about is sitting on the table and seeing your paints, seeing the paper, and seeing the paintbrush right in front of you. And saying to yourself, I'm an artist. I will choose to be an artist, right? That's giving you purpose, creating purpose out of the things that are in your life. Assigning yourself that purpose can create something deeply meaningful. And it's in that pursuit that happiness comes. My episode suggestion, if you like this one, number 49, are you aligned? This is when we go into the alignment dial. Ooh. I struggled through how to communicate this because I think it was my first time communicating this concept that I created. So that will be really fun for you guys and certainly some contrast for this episode. So that said, if you are struggling and feeling happy, like Bianca said, reach out to she and I. We have time on our calendar allocated for you. Yes, you, our beautiful listeners. Every single Saturday is a completely free live virtual setting where you can literally have your slippers on, chill, come in and say, y'all, I'm struggling. See, remember that thing that you were talking about on episode 177, like the happiness thing? That's my struggle right now. We'll be like, heck yeah, we will help you through that, right? And it's just that first step that we'll help you with. And we'll set you up for success, right? It starts small and we'll help you build. And it's sometimes just as simple as that helps you in your evolved journey. So we would love to meet you. We would love to, connect with you guys. Our door is always open. And we're so grateful you joined us on this episode.
We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.